Hello. Welcome back to another video as I put the phone up here.
I love myself.
We're about to get started. Oh shit. Making camera adjustments. Oh. There we go. I wish you could see the mic, but it's okay. It's whatever. Let me get my headphones, make sure we heard properly. Hello. So this is going to be my Pixel 7 podcast. Just for those of you who are wondering. Hold on. The Shadowcast podcast, available on all podcast players. Welcome. I'm just trying to get my thing set up here. You get behind the scenes on the live YouTube here. You get behind the scenes. And I'm not hearing my mic. Hello. Okay, so we're just going to do it like this then. Welcome to the Shadowcast podcast, the podcast discussing all things hidden in the shadows. I am the living shadow, host of the podcast. Today I want to talk about the Pixel 7, the Pixel Watch, the Pixel Buds, the Pixel Tablet. I'm not going to go too long. Just my quick impressions from reading the video. Oh, it's not reading the video. Reading the articles and watching the videos. Goodness. Also, I want to talk about Stadia being gone. I'm a Stadia person. I'm one of those people. I didn't play it like super often. And if you watch the video of the podcast, the Shadowcast podcast on YouTube, there should be a link in the show notes to the YouTube channel. I just held up the controller that I have. I have what is the Wasabi color controller. Wasabi color. And I have my cute little grip with it. It's in Orsley grip. And it works perfectly fine. I got a cute little cable that connects right to my phone. It's not too long, not too short. So I'm really excited about that. To hold this up. I do not have the 7, however, I do have the 6 Pro, Pixel 6 Pro. So, it's one of those things where I'm not debating about upgrading because I'm not going to. I'm just going to put it out there. I'm not going to upgrade my phone this year, maybe next year. But honestly, if things go the way that they're going, we'll get into it in a second. But I want to run my ad first and then we'll get started. Shop Assassin Apparel on thelivingshadow.me. Pixel intro. Okay. So, the Pixel 7 Pro is just like the Pixel 6 Pro, except for it has face unlock and you can unblur your old pictures. That's basically the big T of it all. That's the big news. That's the big thing that makes it so different from everything else. That is the difference maker right there. That is the one thing that makes it different. And I don't know if my mic is working or not. Yes, it looks like it is. Problems trying to record off of an iPad, you guys. I have a low budget. I'm not a professional studio person. Clearly, you see me sitting here in my apartment. Okay? I wish I had a studio and could do all that fancy stuff. That would be nice. However, making do with what we got, making do with what we got here. So, here's the thing. When I talk about tech, I'm like a big worldview person. So this is why I wanted to put this on here. I do have another video of my morning thoughts, just early morning, right after the event, the thoughts that I have from watching the little videos and having a download on my Debonair channel, which is my vlogging channel on YouTube, if you want to go and watch that. I'm going to be saying a lot of the same things I said there, here. So especially if you are a video person, if you want to watch that video, there is no, it's not a podcast episode. That's why I'm making this podcast episode. But my viewpoint about this is tech has, I don't want to say it's become boring, because I don't think it's boring. It's not boring to me. But it has become like utensilized. Like, you don't buy a fork unless you need a fork. You don't buy a spoon unless you need a spoon. You don't buy a washer unless you need a washer. You don't buy a fridge unless you need a fridge. Like, if your fridge is working and it's keeping your food cold, then that's doing its basic task. And all these phones are doing the basic tasks that these people need. There's not much that you can offer in these phones now that say, oh, I had to shell out all the money to pay for it outright to have it right now and no bill and all this kind of stuff so that I can have this one feature that I'm missing. There's not that much that's there. Sorry, y'all. I have a thing. So, if you catch me breathing hard or hear the table tapping against the wall, it's because I have this little trot going. For whatever reason, I think I have restless leg syndrome, but that's not really any of y'all business like that on the podcast. But I just thought I would put that out there so you would know what I'm talking about. So, because you, like, literally in the video, you can see me shake or kind of teeter back and forth. So I wanted to explain what that was. I'm okay. I'm not broken. I'm just I got some things going on here I gotta get fixed. However, with this tech, right? So they launched the Pixel Watch. Now the watch does health stuff. Now I'm not sure if their health is better than anybody else's health, or which health app to use, because of course with Google there's 2 apps for everything, and it's kind of very, very irritating to a point. There's Google Fit and there's Fitbit. Why? Why is it not just one thing? Why is it not just one thing? It should just be one thing. You know? They have all this stuff like this. Like, they could have kept Stadia around. That was their one thing for gaming. They have Android games, and now they have this. They could have kept that around. Now, I'm going to be one of those people who's going to be pissed. I have planned to make a whole channel around me gaming on there because I'm not a gamer. Like, this hooks up to that TV, and I just have found a way to do that, kind of, in a sense. We'll see. But now they killed it. So what the fuck? Like, if you know what I'm talking about, leave a comment. What the fuck? Like, or if you are listening to this later on, because I do go live on YouTube for these. So, again, if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you can see me go live when I do these. If you're listening to this later, go on my Twitter, The Living Shadow, at The Living Shadow, THE Living Shadow, and you'll see, like, me complaining. I've complained lately more about things that I did not see at the Google event than about the things that I saw. Because again, that's what I'm saying. It's become utensilized. Like, if there's no problem with it, there's no point in being upset about it. That was my phone, sorry. If there's no problem with it, there's no point in upgrading it. And honestly, from looking at it, unless you really need that face unlock, or if you have a Pixel 6, don't do it. If you have a Pixel 5, possibly. But again, that tells you that the odd years, 1, 3, 5, 7, are the years to get the phone, not the even years. So if you're skipping the 7, you might as well skip the 8 and just wait till the 9. Which that may sound like a really long time or a really harsh review of it, but honestly, That's what Google's track record has shown. This is the S year. You want to get the S year. You want to get the year that they refined everything and they made everything nice. Now next year they may do more refinement because again we're at this point in smartphones where we're at the plateau where it was rising, innovation, and it's kind of curving and curving and curving and curving, and now we're like getting in like this little area, right? But there's not much really left to do that you can do. The EU made Apple put a USB-C port on the iPhone because they're all supposed to have USB-C ports so we can have this universal port. That's part of what the purpose of that port was. The same port that Apple puts on their iPad. And I bring that up to say that, that's one of the major differences between these two phones now, between an iPhone and an Android phone. And that's not even about to be a difference anymore. Literally, the UI is everything. So I have faith in Google's UI over Apple's UI. So I like Google's UI. This is my main phone. It's my Pixel phone. I do have an iPhone that I use for recording. That's how I'm recording this live video for the people who are watching the video. But yeah, quick thoughts. It doesn't seem worth it. It doesn't. If you have, for me at least, because I have a Pixel 6 Pro. And I'm really, really happy with it. So the 7 Pro isn't worth it. Now the watch I want, the tablet, no. I have a tablet. I don't need a tablet. I have an iPad already. I don't need another one. The watch, I kind of want just to see a Google Watch, but again, I have an Apple Watch by now. I just don't like the iPhone. I like the other stuff that they make, I just don't like the iPhone. But like, I guess I just am in this whirlwind tunnel of why did you wait? Because now all these people have this thing. I love myself. And you could have been there. Oh, see? It was really nice. But yeah. That's going to be a hot take for the phone. I'm going to get up off of here. I'm going to start making these short so I can continue to actually make them. And I will see you all in the next one. Thank you for listening to the Shadowcast, the podcast discussing all things hidden in the shadows. I am the living shadow. This has been a good episode, and I hope you have a beautiful, blessed rest of your day. Bye-bye. And I don't think my mic works throughout that whole thing. But whatever, the iPad might pick me up. New intro. Fix the intro. Okay, and now why is Anchor not working? Anchor should be working. Almost done, you guys. Okay, so thoughts. Pixel 7 Pro thoughts. Podcast video, podcast audio. Thank you for listening, discussing. There we go. New episode out in a timely fashion. What? It's not highly produced, but it's something. Thank you all for watching. For watching this now or watching this later. Thank you for watching. And I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day out here. And remember, we are the assassination. Bye.